Welcome to Swing State University, a college golf and lifestyle podcast. I'm your host, James Boone, and joining us this week from the Murray State University, Redshirt Sophomore, Trey Wall. All right, y'all, welcome in. For those who were on my neck about my first guest being from WKU, let's just settle this now. Listen, Murray State and WKU have not been in the same conference for over 20, 30 years, roughly. So, for all the people, and there weren't any people, no one was on my neck. But I came up with a solution to get on y'all's good side. Listen, I went to Murray. I was there for Isaiah Cannon. I was there for campaign. Obviously, I was there with Ja. Whenever Ja was there, we'd actually lift after them. So, listen, I am Navy and gold through and through. And to make it up to you guys, we have on the show today Redshirt Sophomore, Trey Wall. Welcome to the show,
man.
Trey.
Thank you for having me. Excited to get going.
Dude, I'm so hyped. We've been texting literally all day. We were like, bro, I'm so
Ready to
excited.
go, yeah.
I'm so
for
excited to
match,
hop on. Before we get going, I want to give you guys an overview of where Trey's coming from. His resume is super sick, and I'm going to do the best I can not to provide too much color commentary because I think that's where we're going with this episode. But Trey's resume is so sick. I'm going to read it off. So 2022, we have Trey as a senior at high school, first team All-State, third in the Mr. Kentucky Golf voting. We have first region player of the year. And then also at Marshall County, the Marshall County Marshals, they three-peated, right? So from sophomore, junior, senior year, there's a three-peat there. You fast forward a little bit into Trey's career, decides to stay, closer to home, goes to Murray State, redshirts that first year. And in 2023, 2024, on the heels of redshirting, he comes out and wins the Kentucky AM, right? That Kentucky AM gives him an exemption to play in the USAM, 2024 USAM. Fast forward to 2024, 2025, Trey's freshman year at Murray State. He goes on to win the Missouri Valley Conference Championship, then goes play at the NCAA Regional hosted by University of Illinois. We fast forward to this fall. Trey this fall has played 5 tournaments, finished second, 12th, 10th, and 12th. These are fields of 94, 95, 72, 63, and 82, respectively, with the 72 scoring average. Trey, that's a lot to pack into a 3-year stretch. Well, and let's celebrate that. That's an insane run, obviously.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
As we get into this podcast, I want to dive into some highs, some lows. I want to follow your journey. But before we get there, I'd love to get a picture of what being introduced to the game of golf looked like for you. Talk about where you grew up. What did access look like? The courses you played. Obviously, I'm familiar with some of them, but would love to hear kind of what that looked like.
So growing up, I played a lot of basketball and a little bit of soccer in the fall, but mostly basketball. My ultimate goal was to go play Division I basketball. Once COVID hit, kind of all that shut down, all AAU, high school shut down a little bit. There's only one thing to really revert to, and that was golf. And at the time, I didn't even play. I didn't start playing golf until COVID.
What?
Yeah. I've only played golf I started like my freshman year of high school.
Okay.
Yeah. That was when I started playing golf. I swung around here now, here and there with my dad a little bit.
Sure.
But, so
did your parents play at all? Either of your parents?
My dad does a little bit, yeah. But my mom doesn't. But me and my dad go out and have a great time, and we really enjoy it together. But he's the one kind of introduced it to me.
Okay.
But anyway, during COVID, all my buddies, I have a lot of friends that play golf, and they're like, come out and play. And I went out and played and was pretty good. Just kind of hit it straight and down the middle. And then we were bored, so we came up with this thing, Calvert City Country Club down the road. We played like this, our own like Masters. There's like 10 of us. It's a little tournament between us. We made scorecards and everything. It's super fun. And I went out and beat everybody.
Sure.
And I was like, all right, maybe we should give this a go. And
how old were you? How old were you? Freshman year.
15, yeah, probably around there.
15. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that little fun thing.
Yeah, Masters champ.
Yeah, that's right. And then went out and tried out for the golf team and made it. And I just started falling in love with it, just like everybody else does. They get super addicted to the game, and that's how it was. And luckily, I was able to have a huge, huge influence. I don't know if y'all know of Jay and Mo.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, he 2-time state champ. I played basketball growing up with him, and he just really took me under his wing, and I just learned. And we kind of both play the same way, kind of super athletic, not too technical, and just go out and play, kind of like we do in basketball. And I just learned from him, and day by day, dropped soccer immediately. It was just on with golf and running.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, what an incredible mentor for you to be coming into, introduced to the game, but then also competitive golf.
Yes. Yes, sure.
Bro, Jay's the best. Jay's the
Yeah.
best. Do y'all still keep in contact a good bit?
Oh, yeah, yeah, 'cause, he played here. I text him every day. Yeah, we're really good friends. We play
Oh,
golf
that's
still once a week. Yeah.
That's so good. Follow up to that, you talk about Jay, obviously, and which, maybe at the time whenever you're 15 years old and just getting into the game of golf, you may not have a whole understanding of the context of Marshall County golf. Like if you date it back,
Yeah. There's a lot of
you
good
know,
players that came through.
so many good players. You wanna talk a little bit about, for those who are listening and who may not understand the town, I say town, we can call it city, whatever you want,
Yeah.
of Marshall County, and then why do you think so many good players come out of there?
Now a lot of people have asked me that. They're like, "Marshall County is just the pipeline to
Yeah,
pretty good golfers," and,
sure,
I just think the gap between all of us is spread out pretty good, like 4 years in between everybody. Like, before Jay, you had Nick and Patrick, and then Jay obviously learned from them, and then Tyler Powell's in there. He's a great golfer, great basketball player.
sure.
And then you have me, and I was just trying to be a sponge. I just learned everything from them because I didn't really have golf in my family, so I just kinda went out and I played golf with them. I watched them, yeah, ask questions as much as I could, and I was just trying to really know the game and try to I could hit the ball fine. I was just learning how to score and get the ball in the hole, get the best score possible.
Kinda with that, I kinda listed off your accolades in high school. You have, top 3 in Mr. Kentucky golf voting, you have a regional championship. There's some juice there, and I would say even before your senior year, had you already committed to Murray State at that point?
No, no, I hadn't. I honestly didn't think I was gonna get an offer, and this was my only offer.
Golly, dude.
Yeah. So I got offered about a month before I got 3rd in Mr. Kentucky Golf. I got offered by coach and accepted it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're like, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
wrap."
he's like, "You can call your parents. You got 3 weeks to accept it." And I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm good."
I'm good, I don't need to talk to my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how like my recruiting process. There wasn't much to it at all. Like, I wanted to come here. I wanted to stay close to home. I was trying. I put a lot of pressure on myself in high school. Which
Yeah.
caused me not to perform in some tournaments 'cause I was like, "Man, if I play bad in this tournament," in my head, I was like, he's not gonna offer me, he's not gonna offer me." But thankfully, he did, and
Yeah.
it all worked out
Yeah, that's cool. It's been really cool seeing the transition from Coach Hunt to Coach Miller.
for
Coach
sure.
Hunt brought in so many players locally and
Mhm.
has had an incredible career, and I've been blessed enough to play for him. And I would also add, it's been really cool to see what Coach Miller has done to elevate the program.
Yes,
And
he is great. He's really good at his job. Yeah, like the kid that's in my grade, in my class that he brought in with me, his name's Lennon. He's from England, so he looks all not over the country, all over the world to get guys that maybe we think will fit here and just ready to make the program better.
getting recruited by Coach Miller, moving into your freshman year, you go from someone who really broke out your senior year of high
Mhm.
school, and then you kind of went into anonymity. You go from kind of having the juice and making these strides, and you're like, okay, now I'm on a red shirt.
Right. Well, once I got to school, I was like, on my high school team, obviously, most kids that go play at the next level, they're obviously the best player on their team. In most tournaments you step foot on, you're the best player, one of the best players in the field. And I got to school, wasn't the case. Everybody's just as good or better. So in qualifying, I was getting anywhere from 6th to 7th place, just about every qualifier, and just wasn't enough to crack the top 5. And our home tournament was coming up, and in college golf, if you hit one shot, you lose any eligibility for a red shirt that season. So I talked to my coach and I was like, honestly, I don't ever think I'll be a coach's pick. I'm not where these guys or the rest of our team. I wasn't on their level yet. So I talked to him. I was like, I think it's in my best interest to maybe take a year and learn from you and learn from the guys and really build and work on what I need to work on to be ready for the fall once all these guys leave and I can start being a leader on this team.
That is so fire.
Yeah.
I think the humility that it requires to be like, okay, I'm not at this level is so wise beyond your years. Like, I just want to encourage you there because I
Thank
think a lot of times there's an insecurity there of, oh, like, well, if I'm not playing in tournaments, I told everybody I was gonna go be a D1 golfer. I put it on my social media, and then now you're obscure for a whole year. It takes some serious humility to be able to do
yeah,
that. So I applaud you there.
thank you.
What do you think you've learned from that redshirt year?
Yeah, just me and coach, we had a little program that we did. I hopped on the speed training sticks to kind of gain swing speed. That was the first priority, and we went and played golf a couple days a week, just me and him. And he'd help me plot my way around a course, and I just learned and learned and learned as much as I could. He helped me with new strategies on reading greens. In my freshman year, I just shoot with my rangefinder, and I just see a number and I hit the number. Now there's so much more of a process going on in my brain and
Mhm.
yeah, just really learning, and yeah, that's the main thing.
That's such good insight because the fact that Coach Miller would be willing to invest with someone who's redshirting, who's not
Yeah,
traveling, who's
yeah.
not, in the mix, sacrifice time that he could be spending with his top 5 guys. Thankfully, y'all had a senior laden team. Y'all had Jay, Cam, Trey, a lot of guys who were may have been kind of self-sufficient, but
Yes,
for
for
him
sure.
to take he probably didn't know the return on investment. He probably didn't know it would end up amounting to, conference championship
Mhm,
and so on and so forth. So, I think the confirmation that it was the right decision for you probably played out that summer. So right
mhm.
after you finished your redshirt year, you go into the state am and end up obviously winning. Do you feel like that result was directly tied to that year before?
Yeah, for sure. I don't think I would have had the success that I've had so far in school if I wouldn't have taken that red shirt. I've told a lot of people that was probably the best decision I've ever made. Just like I said, just being able to learn and really take a year, playing golf and playing in tournaments is so much different than practicing. So it
Yeah.
was it was tough. Like coaches always say, you're gonna the year that I won the state am, coach is like, don't expect to play well this summer. Like you haven't played competitive golf in a year. You hadn't played, and I was like, yeah, yeah, you're probably right. Probably I'll just take it slow, and then
Yeah.
um, go out that summer and just ball it out. It was awesome.
Man, that's so reassuring too. I have seen it play out the other way too, where you just get stuck beating balls forever. Your swing
Yep.
looks pure, you're hitting it pure, but you can't score for a lick. So I've seen the inverse of that as well.
And that's a little different with me. I'm not a huge range guy.
Yeah.
When we have our practices, he'll give us 2 hours and he'll say work on your own. And I'm never a guy that goes on the range and just watches an 8 iron fly the same way 15 times. I'll go out on the
Yeah.
course and I'll play like in tournament games where I have
Yeah.
10 balls from 100 yards and I have to play those 10 at 300 par. Like I do stuff like that instead of just sitting there and trying to work on my swing and work on my technique. I'm not that type of golfer.
There was a girl at WKU whenever I was there named Katie
Mhm.
Craig, who's playing professionally now, but she like broke all these records while she was there. Incredible amateur career, kind of popped off, and just kind
Yeah.
of hearing rumblings of the way that she practiced, it was so much more game based than it
Yes.
was range work, and so that
Yes.
contributed
Everybody
to her
everybody's
success.
different
Yeah,
though. I mean, everybody has their own little things, but
correct.
that is
Yeah, yeah,
I know guys that are range rats and just pure it on the course as well, but I think that kinda comes from basketball, just kinda making everything game-like,
yeah,
and then, bringing that to golf. It kinda puts you in a tournament atmosphere.
yeah. What was your experience like at the USAM?
We were at Hazeltine National.
It's pure.
They're actually, hosting 2028 Ryder Cup.
Nice.
So, yeah, that place was awesome. It was so
Yeah,
hard. Yeah, it was so hard. It was a different
yeah,
level. Yeah.
yeah,
It was a great learning experience, though. Obviously, didn't play the way I wanted to, but, I
yeah.
gave it my all, and all my family was there. It's just a great week, great experience.
What do you think that you would take away from your experience at the USAM to eventually go to another one?
My biggest takeaway from there was how far the guys, juniors and seniors in college, the big Power 5 guys hit the ball. That was the
Sure.
only difference. Everything else, my short game, iron play, it was all the same, but really the main thing is once you get on that level is just how far these new guys hit the ball. It's
Hmm.
insane. I mean, they're carrying it 330. It's nuts, and it's on a string. So that's the main thing. So I'm obviously that's one thing I'm working really, really hard on right now, just getting stronger and getting
Wow.
faster.
Wow. That's honestly not what I would have expected you to say. Cause like I've seen you swing and I'm like, wow, that's like a super powerful swing.
It's just
But it's
nothing.
different. It's different.
It's different. Yeah, those guys are
Yeah.
just yeah, just a little different.
Yeah. All right. So fast forwarding, you break out that summer. It feels like all the work that you put in during your redshirt year, this is starting to pay off. You get into the fall and then the spring of truly your first year at Murray
Yeah.
State. Can you explain what that first year back into competitive golf at the collegiate level looked like, and explain some things that you felt went well, and then some things that didn't go so well?
Yeah, did not start off my collegiate career very well at all. I think my scoring average last fall was like 77. I played terrible. Like
Yep.
from the summer coming into to the fall, I just lost it. I don't know. It wasn't there. I don't know if you looked this time last year. We went to Outer Banks and I shot 35 over par.
I
Yeah.
have Killamark Golf Club's scorecard in front of me right now. I was doing some research.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you own that. I mean,
That
you
was
own
rough
that.
on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
it was
out.
terrible. It was terrible. I was so lost. I literally told her, I'm like, dude, I'll never be in the lineup again. I mean, there's
Oh
no way.
my
I was
gosh.
lost. I was lost.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything.
Tell me about, okay, yeah, I will never be in the lineup again. This is such a humbling experience. You're putting yourself out there. Wait, I had this success this past summer.
Mhm.
I'm shooting what?
Yes, exactly. It's crazy.
Can you talk about some things Coach Miller did to instill confidence back into you?
Yeah, so just like right now, I'm in the exact same position that I was that just after that tournament just a year ago.
Mhm,
And we have 4 months from now until we tee it up again in the spring, and he was like, "This can go 1 to 2 ways. I've seen it in the past. You can sit around all winter and pout
mhm.
and not, get better, or we can get to work as soon as we get back, and we're gonna be ready to go come springtime." And I was like, "Alright, we'll be ready to go to come springtime." And we
Yeah.
worked, and, I was in here with him 3 to 4 days a week, and we got after, and I was ended up being ready to go in the springtime.
I think I've seen that too. Even this was 2 years ago whenever I was at WKU. We there were a couple tournaments that Murray State and WKU both played in. I think it
Mhm.
was, Sea Island. I think you played there the year after as well. But one thing I noticed was that Coach Miller wasn't just, "Okay, if you shot this the last tournament, you're gonna be in the lineup the next
Right.
tournament."
Yeah.
He was someone who would if he trusts you,
Yes.
he's probably gonna let that ride out and see how it plays
Yeah.
out, is
For
one
sure.
thing I've noticed.
For sure. Yeah.
Fast forwarding to the spring of your redshirt freshman year, this was 2024. So
Mhm.
spring of 2024.
Yes.
Or was that even this no, that was 2025. Spring of
2025, yeah,
2025.
yeah, spring of this year. Spring of this year.
Okay, yeah, which is that's crazy to think
Crazy.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, spring of 2025. So you get into the mix. I think you're in the lineup the first few tournaments.
Yes.
Are you ever out of the lineup that spring?
I was in it all spring. I missed one in the fall.
Okay, missed one in the fall, in the lineup
Mhm.
all spring. Can you talk about playing in Mississippi State's tournament? Talking about playing at Old Waverly, like place is pure, obviously,
Was
but I'm leading up to something. So fans, if you're listening, we are going somewhere.
Yeah. I had a decent spring. I remember at Sea Palms, I shot my lowest round so far yet in college. I shot bogey free 69 at Sea Palms, and I thought, all right, we're trending. We're going in the right
Yeah.
direction.
Yep.
And then a couple weeks later, we went to Mississippi State's event, Old Waverly, and I thought, once again, I thought I was in a great spot. Go there and get humbled. I almost finished dead last again. And I was just like, gosh, dang. And come back home, obviously played terrible. So we're having to qualify for this fourth and fifth spot in conference to go to
Yeah.
conference. And ended up winning the qualifier and being good to go to conference. That was how I was able to get on that trip. Actually, that was super funny story about conference, which is crazy. Uh, we played conference in Des Moines, Iowa,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, Missouri Valley. Shout out.
Yes, yes, in Des Moines, Iowa, and we get to the hotel 2 days before the tournament, and I left my clubs in Murray, Kentucky.
Holy shit. No, sir.
Yeah, we were getting all our clubs out the van, and I thought somebody was messing with me. I was like, "Where are they
Yeah.
at? Where are they at?" And they're like, "No,
No.
we're being so serious." I called my roommate, and I'm like, "Dude,
Yo.
go check the back of my truck and see if my clubs are back there." And he goes, "Dude, no way." And he went to the football stadium where we parked, and he went back there and he goes, "Yeah, they're here." So I didn't have my clubs for practice round. I played with everybody else's clubs during the practice
Sure.
round. One of the moms on the team ended up bringing them up for me. But coach, I thought because during conference you bring 6 players,
Yeah.
you have a sub,
Right.
you have a sub. I thought I was getting subbed. I was like, there's no way he's
Easy.
playing. Coach called me to his room and he said, "This can either go one or two ways. You let this affect you, or you're ready to sack up come Monday morning, act like none of this never happened, and go out and play golf." I was like, "All right,
I can do that.
yeah, I can do that." Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my gosh. Do you think there was some part of that that freed you up? It took your mind off of, "Oh my gosh, like this is my first conference tournament.
Yeah,
I gotta do this." Maybe in
right.
some kind of weird way it freed you up
Freaked me
to
up
do
a
your
little bit.
thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was great. I kind of found something that practice round with my teammates' clubs too. It was weird. I was like just started tight. I was pushing it, and then all of a sudden I get there. I'm just hitting a tight draw with somebody else's bag.
It's pure, pure. You kept it going. That's crazy. Can you walk us through what that week looked like? Obviously, the lead up is crazy. You don't have your clubs. At what point were you like, man, I feel like my game's in a good spot to be able to win this tournament? Because backing up, you were in that position a whole year ago at the
I
Kentucky
know
Yam. So that,
that helps so much. So yeah, I played well round one. I can't remember what my. I think it was 71, 66, 69, something like that.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, I played real well round one. I remember I missed a lot of putts, but I knew I was giving myself great opportunities to make some putts. And then actually, day one was 36 holes. Normally at conference it's 18, 18, 18, but we had a bunch of rain the night before, so I was excited that I was hitting it really good. I was like, let's keep it going. Maybe
Mhm,
this round I can make
mhm.
some putts. And I remember it was my back nine coming in, so my last nine of the 36 hole day, I
Y'all
just
started
got
on
Yeah, I
Yeah.
started on 10, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
or 11.
10 or 11.
Yeah. I got extremely hot coming in, like, every 15, 20 footers dead center. I was just like, "Yeah, it might be my
Yeah.
week." But at the same time, I saw Jay. Jay was on top of the leaderboard. I
He
was
was
like,
balling. Yeah,
he
I saw
he
that.
knows how to win, obviously, too. So I was like, we're in a really good spot. Yeah, I was in a good spot individually and as a team. And then, yeah, going into the next day, I just kept on in my head reverting back to the previous summer, just like you've been here before. Just stay in the moment, stay present, and ended up coming out on top.
If you think about the last 3, 4, 5 holes, what are some thoughts that are going through your mind? Or is there absence of thoughts?
Yeah, just like I said, stay in the moment. On 18, I think I had a one shot lead, but I looked at the leaderboard and our team was one back. So
Mm.
18 was a par five, and I hit it
Mhm.
down the middle, and I had 265 over water to like an island
Mhm.
green. And I was like, I looked at the leaderboard, I'm like, I have to make birdie or eagle in order
Mhm.
for us to go as a team, and I went for it.
Mhm.
And
Mm.
I hit it on the green, had like 35 feet for eagle,
Holy
and
moly.
2 putt birdied it. But yeah, I was kind of looking out for the team as much as myself. I really wanted to, do that as a team because we haven't done it in 15 years.
Right.
Yeah, but we're gonna have another good shot at it this year, hopefully. So,
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like y'all have had a great fall.
yeah, decent pull.
Yeah, that's cool. And kinda with that, being able to close out, conference play and you end up moving on to NCAA regionals. In the same way that you had an experience at the USAM, being able to learn to compete and see what to get better, what were some things that you were able to take away from your first NCAA regional?
That I was one of the youngest guys in the field, and my biggest takeaway, obviously didn't play very well, but I was just focusing on what can I learn. I knew I didn't have my best
Mhm.
stuff, but what can I learn from my game and from all these other great players that I'm playing with from there to be in a position to where I can get back here before I graduate. So that was one of the main takeaways. Just really take it all in. Don't get upset. Don't get mad if I'm playing bad. The only way to go to the national championship is you get first. So like it wasn't like I had to get top 10.
Yeah.
I was out of it after round 1, so I had 2 more rounds to go, and I was just like, "Let's learn." Coach is on the bag. Let's just really take this all in and use it as a learning experience for these next 3 years so we can get back here, you individually, and you can show your teammates when you get home how cool it was so we can get here as a team.
Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. I'm curious, what kind of golf parents are your parents? So, obviously, you got introduced to the game
Mhm.
a little bit later than most people. You said you started playing your freshman year. Explain how your dad was in basketball versus golf. Is there any like deviation of how they are fans?
Yeah, yeah. So in basketball, my dad was kinda hard on me.
Okay.
I would always look at him at the stands like, "Come on, dude, pick it up."
Yeah, yeah, right.
But in golf, man, he knows how hard it is, and, like, I never have to worry about them. They always know that I'm always trying my best, like, it is the hardest
Yeah.
game. Some days you just don't have it, especially on the greens, like, there's rounds you're gonna miss a couple 4 or 5 footers, 3 footers.
Yep.
It's just I'll text him after, I'll be like, "It just didn't go my way." He's like, "They'll come. Don't worry about
Mhm.
it. Just stay patient." And that's
Mhm.
exactly what you need to hear.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
What about
so
mom?
mom is just like a cheerleader. Yeah, same way in basketball.
Yeah, that's cool. This was a couple years ago, but I remember maybe we got paired with Murray State. I can't remember, but I would see Annette just all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's like just being like most supportive parent out there. So cool
Yeah,
hanging out
very
with them.
similar to yeah, my parents to me are very similar to Jay's. They kinda learned from them as well, just like
Yeah.
they didn't really know what to expect, so just go out and have fun and watch and kinda learn the game as I'm learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were your parents pretty supportive of, okay, I guess it's golf, for Trey right now. This
Yeah,
is what he wants to do.
they didn't want me to, try out for the team after and
Oh,
yeah, they wanted me they both played soccer in high school, they were both really good soccer players, and they're like,
okay.
"Man, golf? What why?" I was
Was there
like,
a future in that?
"Yeah, yeah." They're like, "Okay, whatever." I made the team, they're like, "Alright, now what's next?" And then just kinda built from there.
Wow. So
Yeah.
they were originally like
They're like, "Do
kind of,
what you want, but, like, we don't really see a point in it." Like, like, didn't really know much about high school golf or the future of college golf or anything like that. There's big soccer and basketball parents, and which is fair enough. It's what I did my whole life, and so that's kinda how it went.
and then once golf kind of popped off, were they
Yeah, it's
like,
just, like,
yo,
strictly
sorry.
yeah, yeah, soccer stuff.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. What's the makeup of y'all's team? I know Lennon's is there. Where else is everybody from?
Lennon obviously is from England. We have 2 guys in my grade now, sophomores that are from Louisville. Peyton Purvis, he's from around here. He's from Paducah.
Yeah, I saw he
Yeah.
balled out in Memphis a
Yeah.
few weeks ago. I
Yeah,
don't know.
about a month
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Rocco Zakutny, he's a junior. We have 2 seniors that are kinda in and out of the lineup a little bit, and then a freshman from Paducah, Aiden Hahn, and then a freshman from Ohio, Brock Montgomery. And then our
Okay.
incoming freshman next year just won Mr. Kentucky Golf.
Wow.
Yeah, won it.
Wow.
And
Dang,
and
son.
won the state championship too, so,
Okay. This is incredible.
yeah,
Let's
Landon
go,
Hunt.
baby.
So, yeah,
Let's
and
go.
he's also from Paducah, so, like, we're pretty local, but we got some players.
Where else was he looking?
UK and Louisville. He chose
And he chose
Mario.
Murray.
Yep.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Wow.
so the future is definitely bright. Super excited. Maybe next year might be the best team that we've had in a long time, but now we're kind of staying in the present right now and trying to focus on giving ourselves the best opportunity to win a conference championship this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's sick. UT Martin hosted the tournament in Memphis.
Yeah,
Y'all played out at Audubon, is that right?
yeah.
Okay. Like literally, I live 10 minutes away from Audubon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a great public track.
Yeah,
I
it
would have
is.
never thought in a million years like
College tournament will be there.
they'd host the college tournament
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
What was that like?
It was pretty easy. It was just kinda
Yeah,
like, it's just
it's
like
wide open.
why, especially back nine. It didn't go. But yeah, the greens were pretty good. It was hot. My God, it was hot.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
really hot out. Like it was
Okay.
on the 36 hole day, we had to take carts because it was like some regulations too hot to walk. But we walked the last day. But yeah, I was right there. I putted terrible round one. I lost like six on the greens round one and shot one over. Like I hit the ball great, but round two and round three kind of came together. Gave myself a chance to win. Just didn't come out my way. But yeah, that was a really fun tournament.
Did y'all go anywhere in Memphis to get barbecue or anything like that?
We went to a breakfast place, Sunrise maybe?
Oh yeah, Sunrise is a great
Ye
spot.
yeah,
I wish we had known each other at that point. I should
yeah,
have I
no,
should have came out and watched,
yeah,
honestly.
watched a little bit. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, what are some tournaments that you're looking forward to heading into the spring?
No, I'm looking forward to UK's event. I played that. I played Big Blue quite a bit.
Yeah.
Really excited to go back there. I love playing at Sea Palms. We have a great schedule coming up, so just really trying to stay prepared. And I'm taking a little time off right now just because it's such. I've been going since February. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna take a couple weeks off, and then probably middle of November to the end, I'll get back into it.
Does coach encourage you to take some time off after
He
this?
does. Yeah, he thinks it's important to like let your brain reset a little bit, and
Oh my
really,
yeah.
I mean, we miss so much school that really try to get logged back in on the books and get that going right. And yeah, he thinks it's important to take a little time off, and then yeah, a month later, really get back at it.
Yeah. This analogy may not be apples to apples, but I do remember talking about basketball and talking about growing up and playing. I think LeBron over the last 4 or 5 years, he takes 2 to 3 months off at the end of the year because
Yeah.
there's already baseline knowledge and muscle memory built in there. But
Mhm.
it did seem like for a 3 or 4 year stretch after he would come back taking 2 months off, his game would even look different. Like he'd
Yes.
be a little bit more creative in some other ways.
Yeah, it's
And
like
so in
that
the
in golf.
same way, it's
Yeah, it's
it's
like you take
yeah,
breaks and you come back and you're just yeah, it's short game's always a little struggle, after you
sure.
go. But sometimes you'll just come back and you're like, wow, swing feels great. And I haven't swung
Yeah.
in 2 months. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's different for everybody. I know there's some guys on the team that don't really take breaks, but I'm a big believer in let your body
Man.
rest a little bit and sit back and watch some basketball and football. Yeah.
Did you see that Kentucky highlight? I don't know. Are you a Kentucky fan? Like, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. It was safe to assume if you are from Marshall County, you're probably a UK basketball fan,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
that's cool.
Colin Chandler dunk.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my yeah, that was crazy.
It was crazy. I didn't know he was like that athletic.
Yeah, I didn't either. I knew he could
Yeah.
dunk, I knew he could get up, but I didn't when he did that, I was like, "Oh my god." That was and he hit 2 threes back to back before that too.
Yeah.
That was
He was
crazy.
feeling himself. Have you been to any of the Murray State basketball games at this point?
This one
Oops.
Friday, and I will be there.
Okay.
I watched all their game on YouTube, a couple
Okay.
days ago, and they're looking good. They're looking
My
solid.
dad's been telling me they look
They look
very
good.
nice.
They look
Yeah.
very nice. Way
Yeah.
different for
Yeah.
sure.
Do you get to play at all? Or
It's so tempting. I'll go in there and work out and stuff, see people playing. I'm like, "God."
It's like, yeah, I wish. I
Yeah.
chose this life. I
Yeah.
chose this life.
Me
And
so
it's a
too.
good life.
It is a
It
good
is
life
a good life. It's a good life.
for sure.
Because all the basketball players want to be playing golf.
Yep.
That's where they end up doing.
Right.
Everybody started playing golf this summer. All right, you guys. Trey Wall, Murray State, sophomore. We're gonna get into the Swing State six pack. Trey, I'm gonna ask you 6 questions, rapid fire style. Question number 1: what's the favorite course you've ever played? I think we already talked about this, but
Hazeltine National.
gotta be Hazeltine.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the favorite course you've never played.
But probably Pebble Beach.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
we have it here on the sim, and I'm always playing it in here. I'm like, I want to play it in person.
Not quite the same,
I like
unfortunately. Unfortunately. Oh, that's fire. Dream foursome. So, who would you want to play with?
probably me, my dad, Tiger, and Scotty. I just love to kind of pick those two, their brains, and kind of see how they're working their way around a golf course, and then just
Yeah,
watch my dad hacking around with them. That'd be cut up with them a little bit.
yeah,
Pretty cool.
the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a humor release with all
Yes,
those
for
guys.
sure.
This is not a part of that six pack, but who's the best player you've ever played with? Have you ever played with a professional?
No, I have not, but
Jay Nemo, shout out,
yeah,
shout out.
no, that's a good question. I'd have to think on that one a little bit. I'm not too sure.
All right, all right, well, cool. Let's go. Favorite player on tour right now. So a guy you look up to.
Scotty, for sure.
Scotty.
Seems like every time on the weekend he's on TV, I find myself tuning in, just watching him play
Yeah,
golf, and I'm just mesmerized how he hits it at 15 feet every hole. Just like
every hole.
how does he do that every hole?
Every hole. Scotty's a good one. What about second? Most guys are digging Scotty, his approach,
John
make a lot of stuff.
Rahm,
John Rahm, yeah.
love watching John Rahm play in the majors. Always seems like
Yeah.
he's in. I wish he's on the tour, but
Yeah.
but I love seeing him battle. It always seems like
Yeah.
he's always super focused and always chasing. So I love
Yeah, I
watching him
like
play
him.
golf.
I like him.
Yeah.
Do you ever tune into any of the live tournaments?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's just weird. Yeah. It's
It's
not
just not. It
not
doesn't seem.
accessible.
Mm-mm, no.
Doesn't feel right. Yeah, all this stuff. All right, favorite club in your bag.
I don't know. Nah,
Why?
it just feels like when I get to that 150, 155 number, it's like I'm ready to go.
It's a good
Yeah,
number.
dialed in.
Yeah. Trey Wall hits his 9 iron 150 yards. Let it be known. Let it be known. Stock? That's stock number?
Stock 150, 155. Yeah, right in
Okay.
there. Just a
Yeah.
smooth
All
one.
right. 160, 170.
Yeah,
Just yeah. Yeah.
same
Yeah.
difference. Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Hey, last one to wrap up the swing state six pack. Let's go. We won't even say what tournament because you've won a lot of big tournaments here in the past couple years. But next tournament you win, you're on a bus ride back to Murray, Kentucky. Where are you going out to eat?
Give me my Chipotle every time.
On the road,
On the road,
presumably.
every time.
On the
Yeah,
road,
every time.
every time,
Every time.
every time.
Yep.
It's a
Every
staple.
time. Yep. It's the best.
Chipotle.
Yep. Doesn't
It is the
bloat you.
best.
Just ready to. Just great feeling food every time.
Doesn't blow you. Throw some veggies in there.
Mhm.
Are you a carne asada guy? Or are you like Chipotle honey chicken? They had a good run there?
Yeah, honey chicken. Yeah, I just get a bowl and honey chicken and rice, a little guac, queso, chips. It's perfect.
It's
Yeah.
pure on MSU's dime. So can't
Yep,
beat that.
that's right.
Can't beat that. Trey Wall, thank you for hopping on the show, bro. Appreciate you hopping
Yep.
on.
Thank you for having me. Enjoyed it. Appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
bro. Absolutely. Take care.